Just within the last few hours, firefighters with Spokane County Fire District 3 put out a brush fire near West Thorpe Road and Medical Lake. According to fire officials, it burned about half an acre of grass. A piece of farm equipment caused this fire. Fortunately, the flames were put out quickly by the District 3 crews, and that's largely thanks to their preparedness. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy caught up with the fire chief, who said these high temperatures that we're expecting make it hard, but they know what to do and want to help you too.
With the weather warming up, it's not a question of if, it's a question of when wildfires are happening all across the inland Northwest. And I managed to speak to members of Spokane County District 3, and they tell me ways that people can be aware of wildfires and what they need to do in order to evacuate.
We're used to experiencing a lot of wind, and then on top of that, you find the driest timbered habitat type in eastern Washington.
Fire Chief for Spokane County Fire District 3, Cody Rohrbach, says in his years responding to wildfires across Spokane County, warmer weather combined with wind easily leads to wildfires. And he says the weather this week isn't helping.
Going to be dealing with pretty challenging conditions for firefighters out on the ground battling those fires.
As temperatures are set to reach triple digits throughout the week, Rohrbach says that adds a challenge for him and anyone else in charge of putting them out.
If it's 105 out in the ambient temp, of course, on that fire line, it's going to be even warmer. So those are challenging conditions for arduous work, and so we'll be working on hydration and just making sure folks are ready to go for the week.
As first responders get ready, Rohrbach says communities all across the district need to know what to do in case a fire happens, and they need to evacuate.
Think about what should be in your evacuation kit. Have you rounded those things up beforehand? Do you have a plan? Do you know where you go in the event of an emergency?
And he says to do it before the emergency.
In an actual emergency, it can be quite chaotic, and often there is not enough time for folks to stop and plan those things.
And as crews plan for emergencies, Rohrbach says they're always looking for more staff, as a lot of those who serve as first responders, like in Spangle, are volunteers.
All of our volunteer stations are really busy, and particularly during wildfire season.
But in his years of work, he says more people are understanding the seriousness of the risk.
The fires, at least near term, are not going away. It's something we need to learn how to live with. So it's really the heightened awareness that we're seeing each year. There's a little more awareness and understanding in the community.
In Spangle, Connor McAvoy, KREM 2 News.